Booyah!
Good morning, we're live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever the hell you are in the world, and welcome to Sidetrack, your sci-fi TV movie channel. That's my spiel for this Sunday. And look who's back!
Oh my God, who's back? Who is it? It's me. I'm back.
Stormy. We're celebrating Harris. Harris! Hi, Harris! Oh no, he's
Harris
here.
is back.
Stormy!
Figure out where my fingers are going. That way.
Stormy is back with us, everybody.
I am back.
Get in the
It's
comments.
good to be back. It's really good to be back. It was oh God, it was a long time away, fellas. It was a long time away.
But you are back and you are pumped and you're going to be talking about stuff and things. So let's do the title intro thing and then we'll crack on. That just ends. I need the rest of that little blend into. But anyway, we'll get you to sort that out, Matt. Bloody hell, mate. Half a job. Guys, how the hell are we?
I'm doing well.
I can't believe
Doing pretty well as well.
Matt?
Yeah, I'm good.
Who cares, Matt? Shut up, Matt.
Yeah, Matt.
Look, I got a new hat, guys. I got a new hat.
I like
I'm very
it.
happy with this. It's all embroidered on, and it took literally like 8 weeks to come. And then the people that make it email me to say we're taking it off the channel because of copyright, and I'm like, copyright? Matt designed it, so can it be copyright? And so I just put it back on. But I'm just like, I think Matt's fucking dobbed me into the teaspoon.
I've claimed copyright on it.
It's mine. So. But I put it back on again anyway, so yeah.
Okay, well, if we're
the
showing
only
up
thing that could be copyright, anything that could be copywritten potentially.
Oh, the giant sleeping of sci-fi
all this is copywritten. All this, yeah. I have copyrighted black. Black my copyright. Sorry.
I thought we were going to see Stormy's belly button. Just hopefully just his belly button. I was threatening to show you my bumhole before the live started.
Oh God,
I'm not going to.
You don't even want to talk about that conversation. In the audience does not. Hell, I don't even want to hear it again. So I mean,
we don't need to have that conversation.
I don't need. I'll deal with my boldness as I see fit. The solution was not.
Guys, as you were state, it's an open chat. We can talk about whatever the hell we like. I know we've got one of us that have seen the new Ant-Man, so we'll get Harris to tell us. Obviously, something's at the cinema.
Yeah, Harris.
I saw Knock in the Cabin Door last week, which I'd love to. I thought that was a great movie. We'll have a chat about that briefly. And I think me and Stormy, I can't never fucking do it. There we go. No,
I'm in the corner.
Me and Stormy might have watched
Stormy's
Star Trek Picard. Have you watched the first episode, sir?
Dude, I didn't even know it was out.
I've seen it, so I can discuss that. And Matt has just been doing, stuff and things. No,
I've literally just been working. I've watched nothing apart from maybe a few episodes of Star Trek Next Generation, but that's about it.
Happy days. Well, like I say, we'll have that conversation in a bit. So, guys, but the point is, so anything you guys want to throw in the comments at the side there that you want us to talk about, we can do. Before we kick off that, Harris, why don't you tell us a little bit about Ant-Man? Because I've been hearing some reviews
about old Quantumania.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me just say this before y'all go check it out for yourselves. Lower your expectations. It is not the Lord of the Rings epic fantasy sci-fi kind of Star Wars Lord of the Rings mixture that they kind of advertised it as. Because that first trailer, with the goodbye Yellow Brick Road was just phenomenal. But it made it feel like you were hopping into a Star Wars Lord of the Rings type of world. And the second you're in the quantum realm, you can tell you're in the volume. So just kind of...
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can feel that it's not a big world. When the actors kind of touch an animal or something, you can tell it's not there.
Oh, shit.
All that being said, manage your expectations a little bit. Okay. So it's not that epic movie that we expected necessarily, but if you go in thinking this is going to be a badass, super fun B-level sci-fi like fantasy movie, mostly sci-fi, it's great. It's great. If it's just like a B-level sci-fi movie. It's a great, like, enjoyable time.
So Marvel aren't hitting it out of the park again.
Oh, no. I've heard a lot of people say this is their losing the magic, and that's kind of a perfect way of saying it. Because Marvel movies up till Phase 4, I mean, they hit. There are definitely their misses, but up until Avengers Endgame and Spider-Man, even after that, no matter what, you were gonna have a good time one way or another.
It's Doctor Strange 2 down for me. It's Doctor Strange 2, and I'm like, I'm not sure then. Is it? We're just like,
yeah, I didn't enjoy the second Doctor Strange as much as I thought I was going to.
I liked it a lot the first time I watched it, and then I watched it again. It's just kind of.
I watched it and I thought, like, it was good to watch. Like it was like no, it wasn't. I hated it.
Bob's got right. Yes. Bob is all over it this morning. Aunt NATO.
Yes. There's the bad part is that's not that close, but it's not that far off either.
The thing with Doctor Strange for me was the fact it didn't make any fucking sense. Why was Wanda the fucking villain? Why?
Oh, well, that part made sense because of WandaVision.
No, it didn't. It didn't make sense at all. She atoned for her sins.
It just didn't make sense.
That was already wrapped up. It didn't make sense why she came back.
I thought the villainization of her made sense, but if you have infinite worlds, just go to a world where she's dead and take the kids. There's so many options. Thank you. The whole plot doesn't make sense because of that. I don't necessarily feel like it's the villain. It's just kind of like you've opened up this Pandora's box and you're not playing around in it at all.
Go to a world where rain is tequila. I mean,
instead of the biggest difference is, green lights mean stop and red lights mean go. What?
I'm looking at pizza balls going, pizza.
The pizza balls were nice, but that's about it. Like.
When you said why was she the villain, just look at your private chat, because that was my first thought, and I'm not saying it alive. We have ladies that watch and we'll get in trouble.
Oh god.
So
are we woke again? Are we not woke?
It was just a very inappropriate. I forgot.
I already talked about the bunghole. I don't know how much farther we can sink.
I forget sometimes we're not in a pub just having a chat over beers.
But we should be in a pub.
We should be.
But it's just virtual.
I got orange squash, doesn't really count. And it's C3PO.
Well, I've got coffee.
I got water.
Well, yeah, you've got your 4-liter water jug always.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
He's so good. When you said lower your expectations, I just thought my expectations for Marvel movies at the moment is quite low.
Oh, by the way, a good friend of mine just logged into the chat. Heather, everybody say hello to Heather. Say hello.
Howdy, Heather.
Hello, Heather.
Heather. Who's Heather?
Good friend of mine. Heather can explain herself to you. All you want.
Heather's the name of my birth mama. I don't think that.
Finally, one of my friends actually joined the chat. Hot damn.
Hey, Heather, for the return of the Stormy. Fantastic. Yeah. Heather, it is lovely to meet you. Hi, Heather. And hopefully we'll see you regularly and get into the chat. Tell us what you want to talk about.
My best mate watches this sometimes because I told him that I do this every Sunday. And he thinks Jay looks like a teacher.
He said what?
He thinks you look like a teacher.
I feel like a fucking teacher sometimes.
We're just a dumbass.
Every time I talk to him and I go, "Oh, I'm going to go live on Star Trek," he goes, "Oh, you're going live with the teacher again?" I'm like,
what subject do I teach? That's important, man, because I could be like the cool sort of like, like I don't know. I almost said PE teacher or history teacher. Actually, all the subjects are crap, but no, don't matter.
You don't want to be a PE teacher.
But anyway,
after he said teacher, history was the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah, I thought history.
So anyway,
he's the history teacher saying that the pyramids were landing pads for aliens. He's the Daniel Jackson of the teaching world.
He's Graham Hancock right here now.
What were you saying, Stormy?
Oh, I was going to say this is proof that yes, I do have friends.
One.
So how about all that Last of Us? Have you guys caught up on Last of Us?
What's that?
I've seen the first episode.
Oh my god!
I've not seen any of it.
Oh,
It doesn't have
dude.
it.
It started. The first episode is so good. I made the mistake of thinking my wife would like to watch this, and then I'm still wanting to watch it. So at the first episode, though, it's phenomenal. I love the first opening bit from 1968, and he's like talking about fungus, and everyone sort of goes, "Fungus, you idiot! They're mushrooms." And then he explains it, and by the end of it, I'm like, those ants that he's on about. I remember seeing that in like a documentary like 10 years ago, and it scared the crap out of me ever since. The zombie ants. I'm like, what? And the mushroom spurts out their head and then spawn, and then like the next lot of ants go, "Oh, what's that?" And
What's that?
Yeah, there's a documentary I think is on Netflix about about fungi, and it's just very unsettling to watch. I mean, it's just like, oh shit, I didn't know all that. I thought that was like a little thing growing in the backyard and was spread by spores. No, there's much.
And they're really hard to kill.
Yeah, and really hard to kill.
It's insanely hard to kill.
And it's more than just ants. They'll go to any insect. That's creepy. It's creepy.
Yeah.
So in the way I think we should handle this is we should always now have mushrooms on pizza just to start the war off right.
Yeah.
We should get rid of as many as we can, so everybody should have mushrooms on pizza. Should be
so hear me out. If we all just macrodose magic mushrooms enough, we should be okay to withstand the virus or the fungal effect. Huh?
Do we have to contain it to microdose? That's my question. Do we have to just think small and just microdose? Can we macrodose?
Oh no, we macrodose 3 times a week. We just macrodose.
Oh, good. There for a while, I was just starting to worry.
It's the new supplements in the zombie apocalypse, you know.
Right.
Yeah, the opinions of
Eurodose
do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Sci-Trek. But,
of course not. I'm just speaking.
Harris, if you ever get out here, we've definitely got to go peyote hunting. Yes, that's.
You don't have to tell me twice. I'm in.
So you're going to go coyote hunting?
Peyote.
Yes.
Peyote.
Yeah.
Peyote.
Coyote hunting. Well. Yes.
What's a peyote? I've never heard of a peyote.
Oh my god, you guys! Jesus fucking Christ! It's a kind of a cactus bloom that's highly hallucinogenic.
Oh, okay. We don't have cactus in the UK, so don't look down on us because we don't know what that is. We have civilization and stuff like that. We
don't have deserts in the UK.
Not many.
Not yet.
Other than Sunderland. We have Sunderland. Sunderland's a shithole. That's pretty much a desert. But
we have wastelands, but no deserts.
Liverpool's pretty much like Detroit. That's the American equivalent.
Put your hands up for Detroit. I love this city.
Liverpool is Detroit with a football team. That's about it. Right. Okay. But let's go coyote hunting instead. That sounds much more fun.
I'll go coyote hunting after peyote hunting. Let's do it.
Yeah, but I don't care how much you spend on coyote. You're not going to get high.
Coyote, kill it. Yeah. Okay. Peyote.
No one's getting high sniffing coyotes.
I've just subscribed to Now TV because apparently The Last of Us is on Now TV.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's on Atlantic.
6 months for £6. How good is that?
That's not bad at all.
That's really good. So I'm going to watch all of it and cancel it. It's a tenner a month normally, but
it's less than what you blew on cryptocurrency.
I've made.
How's that going? How's that going? You've not done an update.
Right, so I will give you cryptocurrency. As I did in my last video, I bought a load of cryptocurrency, and then, as being a complete moron, I just messed around with it. I kept selling it and buying other stuff, and I lost £100 like immediately, and it was really, honestly, I mean, my wife doesn't know, put it that way. But now I've made money back. So I've bought 3 different coins. One of them is called Stargate Finance, and that's doing very well.
Hey, good.
I bought it literally because it's called Stargate. No other reason. but my Ethereum is on the up and everything's on the up. So I've made my £100 back. So
let's see how my
Ethereum's a good one to invest in.
let's see how my Virgin Galactic stock's doing. Let's see here.
I had stock in Tesla. I got a free. So I used a thing called free trade, and I topped up like a tenner, I think, and they gave me like £20 for free. So I had 30 quid in Tesla, and that went up like over the course of the pandemic and all that stuff. So I made a little bit from that, and that was pretty good.
£40.
I used to do Bitcoin trading probably like 6-7 years ago, and I bought 2 Bitcoins. This was when they were 600 quid each. So I had 2 Bitcoins. I made £800 overnight, and I thought I was a fucking baller. And then the next day I lost everything. I'm like, for fuck's sake.
You know they're worth 16,000 now, though, don't you?
Yeah. The thing is, the platform I was using to do it was called eToro, and with investments, you've got things called take profits and stop losses. Stop loss, essentially, if it exceeds what your stop loss is, you cash out, and that's it.
Yeah.
Now they have a thing on crypto where if it goes that there's no stop loss, you can literally make it go down to like bang zero, and it will still have the investment in there. You still actually have the coins. But back then, because it went down so quickly, everything went. If that didn't happen, and I'd have waited 2 months, it went up to like 30 grand. Some crazy like that. I'd have had 30. No, it would have been 15 grand each, but I'd have had 30 grand.
In the series of this whole thing with the cryptocurrency, I'm trying to now. I've sort of done the introduction. I've said what I've done, and I've sort of given an update. But I'm going to be talking about what cryptocurrency really is and how people seem to think that they're all just connected to nothing, and it's just like magic money. And it's not. Some of the crypto coins, if you actually do the research, are connected to things like the US dollar. Some are connected to gold standard. Some are actually. But also got to remember, the money in your pocket is only really worth anything because we all agree it is. So I mean, it's not like it's not, but it is where rich people hide their money because it's unregulated. Yeah, so that's fun.
There's a coin called USDT, which is tethered.
Yeah, Tether,
and that's the one that follows essentially the US dollar. But there's a British one. I think there's loads of them. There's like
there's hundreds of coins.
Every like fiat currency has a tethered version of it, and if the value of the say it's the British one, say the value of the pound goes up, your coins go up as well.
Yeah. So obviously I've come into this knowing nothing about it, so I'm going to learn a bit about it. But I would say it's so volatile. Don't put any more money in there than you are happy to lose, and don't watch it every day because it's like, oh, I've lost 50 quid. I've gained 60 quid. I've lost 50 quid again. It's like it's like that.
So would you agree that none of this should be taken as financial advice?
I was just about to say none of this is financial advice.
The disclaimer is
say that more in the videos. Actually, I thought I'd said it, but I've had a few people go, "You really need to say, this isn't financial advice," and I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So I put it in the description. I'm an idiot. Do not take financial advice from me. I am doing this as an experiment.
A better investment is to hit the join button down below. You'll get way more like
every month
more out of it every month.
Yeah,
Star Trek Legend, I think, is the best investment, isn't it?
It truly is.
Buying Star Trek hats is the best investment. In 20 years, these will be worth £1 million. Not. They won't. No.
So how many?
It'll be worth £1 million, but £1 million will be worth like 50p of today's money because of inflation.
Yeah, that's true.
So how many of you guys are into the John Wick saga?
Yes.
This one was
Never fuck with a man's dog. That's what I said.
Never. No.
When does it?
If they murdered his wife?
Yeah, but there's the dog.
Flowers if they murdered his wife. But no, the first one was it was like a proper 1980s, early 90s action movie. No CGI, none of that nonsense. It was like a classic, proper. I think the only other time we've seen a film like that in the last 20 years or so was like the first Taken. The first Taken was fantastic again, brilliantly acted, brilliant. It was brilliant. The other two, I think they spent too much money on them.
I've not seen the third one yet. There's a fourth one they're making, and it's coming out soon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or it's
Chapter
already out.
Yeah, sometime soon. March, isn't it?
March, yeah.
Yeah, it's nearly 3 hours long.
Is it really?
Yeah.
God.
What, the new John Wick or the new Taken?
No, the new John Wick. I don't think there's a new
Yeah,
John Wick.
yeah. I don't know if there's.
I didn't even. There's.
I mean, I'd like it to be 3 hours because I love the John Wick films, and I just want more and more and more.
Oh yeah, I'm with you.
After watching the
so
first one, I wanted more, so I watched the second one straight away. I watched both films in the space of half a day, essentially.
Yeah.
I never watched the third one. It's still sitting on my computer. I still haven't watched it. But if there's a 3 hour film,
So
I might watch it and then restart it.
So speaking of the 3 hour film, has everybody gotten their Avatar Way of Water on yet? Has everyone seen that yet?
Seen it
No?
yet?
Matt,
Oh, I've seen it in every single type of video format.
I didn't like the first one.
you didn't like
I didn't like it. No.
God, you're fucking. I'm just going to take you out of the chat now, mate, because people are going to really start yelling at you.
Yeah, the woke shit was bad. Wait till you I
thought
on site.
they had all this hype about it being one of the greatest movies like of the generation, blah blah blah, whatever. I just thought it was boring. It was incredibly boring. It looked nice, yeah. It looked really nice, but it was boring.
It's not the sort of film you would watch over and over again, like Predator or something. It just isn't.
No.
I'm gonna get you some magic mushrooms, and we're gonna sit you down, and let you watch Avatar.
Back to mushrooms again.
Again, the opinions of Harris do not reflect.
This is not financial advice.
Harris comes with a PSA.
Microdose them into liking it. You're going to get shrooms until you like Avatar. Sorry.
You got a macrodose for Avatar. We're
going to have to put a warning up on the start of these videos. We're going to get in so much trouble. YouTube already don't like me.
I'll make one later. Warning: the contents of this video are not to be taken seriously.
Every time he says it.
Jackasses from California should be ignored at all costs.
Yes.
Oh, that's a great idea. I'll make a little not financial advice or don't actually do this kind of thing.
Ignore everything said in the following hours.
Yeah, the two British guys are talking sense. The Americans, not so much.
Woohoo!
I mean, who knew that would be the case?
Did anyone say that?
Sarah Euler agrees with me that Avatar was meh. I like you, Sarah.
Okay.
Do y'all not like Fern Gully or Dances with Wolves or Pocahontas?
Nobody likes Fern Gully.
Oh, but yeah, you gotta get some.
Must be already microdosing because I have no idea how Pocahontas gets into this.
I ignored Pocahontas.
Because they're all a very similar story. The stories.
Wolves.
Yeah. Think about the story
says Native Americans in you. Why Dances with Wolves? Just because it's long?
No, it's just a very similar plot by plot kind of story. Same thing, like if you compare Dance with Wolves to Fern Gully or Pocahontas, it's similar stories in very many ways. And Avatar just kind of continues the pattern.
Yeah, no, okay, no, I can see that. But actually, yeah, I love the way your mind works. It's beautiful. Dances with Wolves is, I mean, that's a film you need to start with snacks, and I mean, if you're going to do that in one sitting, you need snacks and a bottle or something. If you're a boy, a beautiful girl. But yeah, that's a long ass film. I loved The Way of Water. I thought it was great. I was a little disappointed in that. I just thought I said I was worried that it was going to be Avatar just wetter. It was really. I mean, the storyline was very similar, and the thing that irritated me is they went from.
It was like but wetter.
It went from we need to dig and get this unobtainium because that pays for everything, and then in the new film it was we've got to get this whale and we've got to get this brain juice because that pays for everything. And I'm like, no. You said in the first one the rock paid for everything. What? Now it's brain juice. Make your minds up. You know, my voice is really hard. Something irritates me.
Totally watchable.
It's just so I
Bob
just
has
thought
an
it was the
opinion.
same story.
Bob has an opinion here. Bob definitely has an opinion.
Total Recall is more rewatchable. The first, not the second one though. The
I was about to say Colin Farrell or Schwarzenegger.
not the Colin Farrell one. Even though they did have that Jessica Biel lady in it, who is very pretty. No, that's. Do you know in those films occasionally you turn it off and you go, I don't know what the hell just happened. That was the Colin Farrell Total Recall.
Yeah.
The good guy win. I don't know.
I had such high hopes for that one, but no,
it was terrible movie. Terrible movie. Arnold. Yeah, the Total Recall though is a great movie. I love it when his eyes pop out when he's got no air and he's like, but then his eyes go back in and he's fine. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that would cause damage.
Yeah.
I think that would sting. I think he'd be like, oh, my eyes.
Elongation of the optic nerve. At least he come out with 2 black eyes. I mean, come on, really?
Something, yeah. I do love the thing up the nose.
Maybe some retinopathy, you know? Let me just say.
But it's a great movie. That's a brilliant sci-fi movie as well. It's just.
Hey, Carrie.
So what? Okay, so I've been out. So I've been working my ass off for the last.
We clicked at the same time.
3 months.
Stop messing around with the fucking things. All right, I'm in charge here. Stop it.
Yes, sir. Teacher, sir.
So I've been out of things for like the last 2-3 months because of work. What have I missed, and what should I catch back up on?
Yeah. Oh, you bastard! You know that annoys me. Go on then. So what have you been trying to catch up on? Then now you're not working.
Since I've been out of it for so long, what should I start catching back up on?
Oh God, there's not a lot of good sci-fi on at the moment. Picard series 3 episode 1 though is genuinely, hand on heart, the best Star Trek we've seen in probably 2 decades.
Really?
It's
and that coming from you, that's saying something, man.
It's brilliant.
Really?
If they tease us with a good, I mean, the first episode of series 2 was good, was great to be honest. But this was, and it teases so many things. We're going to see more of the Borg. They talk. There's things about Wolf 359 seems to be mentioned a lot. Is being teased a lot. So I mean, oh man, it's honestly, it's just got so many good bits to it. It's just brilliant.
So I should watch it with my pants off? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, we'll do.
Yeah. British pants or American pants?
Pants.
Yeah, British pants or American pants?
Oh, American pants or trousers.
Okay, so you're still going to have your pants on. Okay, that's good. Okay. But take them both off. Go both. Whatever.
New card watching starting on the stream next.
None of us are wearing pants. American pants or British pants?
Okay, so what's the difference between American pants and British pants?
I don't know. You know what I'd like to say? When the English people went over to America and they all just went, you know, all these pants that we're wearing, I'm going to really confuse people in about 300 years. I'm just going to swap them. But actually, to be fair, we used to call posh trousers pants. But then for some reason, we just got calling all of underwear just got called pants. I don't know.
It depends where you are in the UK as well. Because when I lived in Liverpool, trousers were pants.
And did you get them stolen?
You know, sometimes here.
Obviously, I'm from Essex, so it was always underwear, trousers, or like pants, underwear, and then trousers were like what Stormy would call pants now. But then I was in Liverpool, and then my jeans were pants. I'm like,
that's mental.
So there was some sort of transitionary wall or something between Liverpool and the rest of the UK. Is that what you're saying? Because it went from
I think like as soon as you get probably like you leave Birmingham and you go a little bit further north, it's probably around there somewhere.
Are you sure you guys don't have peyote where you're from?
They have Amsterdam kind of close.
Or is it just all shrooms for you guys?
Oh, we love a shroom. But they grow in the woods, so here we got them everywhere. The thing is that between the north and the south, there is a few of the drugs. One of the examples I had, a guy told me was like, right, Matt, when you're having a Sunday dinner, do you have mashed potato, roast potatoes, or both? Both.
Roast
right.
potatoes.
Up north.
Roast potato. No, not both.
No mash.
Just roast potatoes. No mash.
That's because you're
Mash
a
does not
southerner.
belong on a roast potato.
Right. That's because you're a
mash
southerner.
does not belong on a roast dinner.
It's because you're a southerner. Up north, mashed
I
potato.
live in the Midlands.
Yes, but you just told me you're from Essex.
Yes, I am, but everyone around here as well.
I'm
Also,
from the Midlands. We have both.
You're wrong.
The north, roast potatoes. The north, mashed potatoes, no roast. South, roast potatoes, no mash. In the middle, both.
They definitely have roast potatoes up in Liverpool.
They might have, but that's generally the rule is mashed potatoes. Fuck's sake, man. You're just ruining my point. Professor Zook just joined.
Here's one for you.
So much,
Here's
Professor
one for
Zook.
you.
I raise my hat.
Hello, Professor
A bread roll.
Save us.
A bread roll has different words no matter where you go in the UK.
Is this the Sunday carb show? How did this get on the mashed potato? Dang it, carb.
Yeah.
Anyway, the north and south, there is a north-south divide, definitely, because the south has all the money and the north has no money. And then you hit Scotland, and all of a sudden everything has to be deep fried. And that's the
Wait, so Scotland is not north?
No, but then that's very north. That's like saying that
Is
the
it
Starks are
ultra
from the
north?
north, and then like the White Walkers are from the north.
Oh, okay. So are
And
we
we
saying
even had a
the
wall.
Virgin is the
The Scots are the wildlings.
Yeah, they are the wildlings. Yeah, and they're all ginger and mad hair.
The Braveheart wildlings.
And like I say, and we built a wall. There's no subtlety in the metaphor there.
you know, and just to speak in the wall, that wall didn't work, and neither is ours.
No,
Just-
well, we took
Walls
ours
don't
down.
work. People are people.
I love some of the
Still
Scottish
will work.
words that they have up there. Like it's normal words, but they'll have a little Scottish twang to it. So police is polis.
Polis.
I love
Polis.
it.
Polis. That's so
Polis. Like it's not just an accent thing. It's the actual word is polis. Polis. That's what they
They
call
have
the
more
place.
French
Oh,
words,
no, I
don't they, in their accent. They want to be European more than we do. We don't really want to be European in England. We want to be English, and the Scottish kind of want to be European, and we're like,
now they want to be American. Huh?
Yeah. And you're pissed off that we are. That's it.
That's, I mean,
I am jealous of the guns. I will admit, guns are cool. I don't actually want one in the house. I've got kids, but guns are cool. So, you know, I miss a good gun. But
come down to Texas.
if there's a zombie apocalypse, I was talking about this. We watched Shaun of the Dead yesterday with my kids, and they were like, "What are we going to do if there's a zombie apocalypse?" And I was, "No worries. We'll get a bat. We'll sort it out." And just like, if we were in America, it'd be a piece of piss. Like, it'll be over in 10 minutes. It's like, and it's true, you know. I actually think genuinely, if you're Americans and you go anywhere in Europe, you should just say you're Canadian.
I have friends that do that. Trust me.
Yeah.
They go in. They have little Canadian pins on their lapel, Canadian patches on their jacket. You know, and literally except just to get through customs, they waive their American passport. But after that, it's Canadian all the way. Yeah.
Particularly if Trump gets back in.
Oh dear God!
I would go everywhere in a big Canadian shirt, a big Canadian hat.
I'm already Texan, not American. So
I'm getting a maple leaf tattooed across my back if that happens again. Swear to God.
Yes. But we were mentioning.
Yeah, please don't. Jesus.
I'm hoping
It's
to get
tough enough as it is. We have enough problems.
Who wouldn't want to be Canadian?
Right?
sorry.
Resistance.
Heather
Yeah.
wants to move in with Shelley. I think we all want to move in with Shelley. She looks after us.
Yeah. Shelley is like, our go-to for, questionable border shenanigans. Go to Shelley's house.
Go to Shelley's house. Even though I put a video about I made a bacon and sausage sandwich, and it started a huge debate about what bacon it was.
I was just about to say, because should we teach you how to actually make bacon? Because you just tossed some ham on that thing and called it bacon.
Oh no, American
Yeah.
bacon is not
Canadian
bacon.
Oh, it's bacon.
I gotta admit, that thick cut British bacon is very.
Oh, it's good. It's just not bacon. It's ham. There's already a word for that.
It's not ham. It's not ham.
It's a different
Your word for ham is our word for gammon, and it's definitely not gammon.
Gammon.
Yeah, but these are all different bits of the pig. Bacon is apart from the bacon bit.
The bacon bit.
I don't know what the part of the pig is called, but it's the bacon bit.
And then you give me 1 second.
I can just imagine pigs in their own language, like punching each other. My bacon.
Harris is going to go get his bacon right out of the air fryer. Out of his.
Right, here we go. We're having a bacon. Why is ham
Jay didn't use
bit on a pig?
Brown sauce is like God tier on a bacon and sausage sandwich.
Ham comes from the back leg.
The hog book. Oh my God, he's got a book.
The hog book.
Yo, you want me to prove I'm a Texas boy real quick? This tells you everything.
What?
The cooking wild. I got you.
Here's the rest of the show. We're going to talking about Porky. Oh, Jesus. Go, Harris. Read from your
HB is the best brown sauce, Canadians. If you need to find bacon, it's HB or Daddy's brown sauce. Right.
Daddy's is all right.
Bacon
HB
comes from the pig's belly, so it's got to be the belly where the bacon comes from.
Yes.
Or, there's belly bacon, which is the belly bit, or side bacon, and then depending on how you cut it. So, ham is the pig's bottom. And then you've got the loin, the butt, and the shoulder. The butt is in the pig's front shoulder. They missed that obvious look. But the ham is the pig's butt. Make of that of what you will.
So when you put in the hog book into Amazon, one of the things it pops up with is a book titled Freddy the Farting Snowman.
I don't know if that one relates too much.
Sure. And the rest of it's like, books about the A-10.
I want
the A-10
aircraft.
I'm just Googling Canadian bacon. What is Canadian
Hogs
bacon?
in the Sand, the Gulf War, A-10 Pilots, Combat Journal. That does sound like interesting.
Right. We call Canadian bacon back bacon. And it's from the belly of the pig. Back bacon. But you can get American Canadian style bacon, which is a round thing, which isn't bacon, isn't that?
That's really just ham.
That's
just ham.
And that's what McDonald's puts on bacon sarnies, and it's just like, and they brought that over here, and we all went, no, that's not bacon.
Yeah.
And now they put proper bacon on it. So happy days.
Are McDonald's hash browns still good over there? Because that's the one good thing about them.
What is your opinion on smoked versus unsmoked bacon?
Smoked, definitely.
Garbage.
I like bacon.
You like smoked?
But bacon.
I think God invented alcohol, and then next morning he went, "Oh man, need a pig," and then he invented and we all thanked him. So I couldn't be a vegetarian.
One thing it's sad about, we have all the civilization, we don't have like bacon flavored chewing gum that I know of, and I think
there is bacon flavored chewing gum.
It's only thing I see is like cinnamon out
and
shit like that. It's just...
I'm just going to sub in bacon flavored and see what comes up. Bacon flavored.
There's bacon.
You can get bacon popcorn.
Bubbles for dogs, crisps, toothpaste, and condoms.
Bacon
flavored condoms.
Yes.
Wow.
Do you know the worst of it is? I want it. It's like, no, why would I? That's wrong.
But you want bacon condoms.
What would the flavored condom do for you, Jay?
That's what I immediately thought through. No, wait.
Well, he just Jay just likes something easy, I guess.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. Oh, please, God. Right. I love this. Not the conversation I thought I'd be listened to.
This is what happens when there's no plan for conversation.
Welcome back, Stormy. Somewhere there's a room of jackasses just like us. They came up with the idea of bacon flavored condoms. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Oh God, here it is.
Oh,
Is
dear
it the
Lord.
Rorschach chat test?
What? Yes.
Rorschach-
Yes, actually.
I love how the big ass cleave is in the bottom corner, like just to show this is how we did it.
There's a mallet and a cleaver, and then like a
There we go.
fillet.
Yeah. Oh, and the fillet knife. Right.
We found the body and the murder weapon.
Yeah. I'm trying to
I
find a
see
good
a thing.
diagram, but there's just not.
What is taffy?
I met mama at a taffy pool.
Stretchy
That's
sugar.
all I know about taffy.
Is it just sugar?
It's more or less just whipped
It-
sugar.
Is it in it?
It's got to be like
They
sugar
put
and
it
like
on
xanthan gum
Is
or
it
something.
like?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it
yeah.
like toffee?
It's like
Not
chewing
toffee,
gum.
fudge.
That's
Fudge, you mean.
caramel in it with toffee. You have toffee, don't you? We're learning so much. It's like it's amazing. What is taffy?
What's the biggest
It's the
steak
hot water taffy.
you two
I'm
have
gonna
ever had? Harris, you're from Texas.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're from Texas, so you'll probably win this. But I don't know. I'm going to ask Stormy as well.
Looks
What
like
is the
toffee.
biggest steak you've ever had or seen?
Before we answer that, taffy is boiled sugar, butter, vegetable oil, flavorings, and things. It looks like toffee to me.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, yeah, biggest steak you've ever had. 8 ounces, 8 or 16 ounces, what we have, isn't it? Is like ridiculous. Or you have a tomahawk steak, which is like 30
I had a 36 once.
I think
That
I've
took a
tapped
while.
out at 16 ounces as a steak.
Because I
Yeah.
want to go. Because I eventually want to go to America. Probably
Good for
Texas,
you.
because in
We'll swap
Texas everything is bigger apparently, and they
Wow.
like their food. But I want a massive steak, and I want to know
I
what the
had,
biggest steak you've ever had.
I remember in Vegas, I had steak and ribs, and I had pork ribs. And when it came, the ribs was longer than my arm, and I was so
Oh.
pleased.
Man, I'm telling you, there is. Vegas has some great eating. It's always had great eating places, and it's just the steak is amazing.
Yeah.
Vegas is great for food. Drinking and smoking now, but food.
Mm.
No one needs to gamble. Just go to Vegas and eat.
And prostitutes.
Definitely, next time you're in Vegas, go to the Wynn for the the breakfast buffet.
Mm.
I
Excellent.
love
Oh,
a buffet, especially a breakfast buffet.
I do know what you
Bring
mean.
them. They're very, very good.
I was in Vegas. Here's goes a personal story for you. I was in Vegas and we were there's 4 or 5 of us there, and we were having a few beers, and this very pretty lady started chatting away to us. It was like 3 a.m, and my mate and we were just chatting away about. She's like, "Oh my God, you're British," and the thing and that, and you're like, "What's part of Britain you're from?" And she's talking to us lovely, and she had this very pretty red dress on, had like sequins at the top and all that. Anyway, and honestly, it took about 45 minutes. We bought her a drink just because we're polite. She didn't even ask for it. Just, "Do you want a drink, babes?" "Yeah, I'll drink." And then she just said, "Like, I know you guys aren't really up for this, but I can go up to your room if you'd like for $100 and a thing." And I was the only one out of the 4 of us went, "You're a prostitute." Didn't twig.
Chad,
What a gorgeous woman wanted to talk to that meat pie.
3 a.m. in Vegas,
Yeah.
and a chatty girl comes up to you, dude. Seriously, oh my God!
All my other mates went, "Obviously, dickhead."
If I'm chatting you up at 3 a.m., I'm wanting some cash out of it. All right.
She took the piss out of me.
Gee.
Yes, love, I'm a
Oh,
prostitute.
okay.
She didn't call herself a prostitute, but you know what I mean.
I've got a story for y'all once we're off air.
Oh God! I just
No, tell it on. It's most.
Well, no, don't tell it.
No, I can't tell this one.
Being censored again,
Shall I tell you a story I really, really shouldn't tell you?
Yes.
Really shouldn't tell you. Okay.
Is
So
this going
while
to get
we're
you
in
cancelled?
Sorry?
Is this going to get
I
you
won't say the
cancelled?
C word. We'll be fine. There was no COVID involved.
And now you said the C word. You said COVID.
I know,
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God.
Yeah, I was like, see you next Tuesday.
No, we were in Vegas, and
Oh, yeah.
so we decided to go to a place, a bar, that the alcohol was really overpriced, but weirdly, a load of ladies kept taking their clothes off. It was so strange, and we didn't ask for it; they just did it. So, so there's boobs everywhere, and there's like it was like 20 quid for a bottle of Budweiser. It was ridiculous. So we're sat there, but because we only wanted to go to say that we'd been, so we went at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Right? So there's nobody else there. So all these very pretty ladies just came and sat with us and talked to us, and one was sat on my lap, and it was lovely. But she was doing a psychology degree, and I just completed mine. So there's this 6-foot blonde girl in just pants sat on my lap. And we were talking about Piaget child development at length. I mean, we were talking for like 45 minutes.
So
like
you went to
mates sat there going, "What the fuck? You know about Piaget?" And she's like, "Oh, what is it?" "I don't know, but just come talk to us." So
British pants or American pants?
Both, sir. Neither by the end of this story. So I started talking to this other girl, and she said, "It's like." Anyway,
I saw the opportunity.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, dude. Harris, that was fucking perfect, man. It was just awesome. Go ahead, Jay. You said something about talking shop.
It's not going to be as good. Anything now is an anticlimax. But anyway, by the end of the evening, we all got arrested. Now, as we were on our way out, this blonde girl reappeared, and she went, "Oh my God, you're not taking my Jamie!" and put her arms around me and just like boof with these like silicons just like in the face. And then no, you're not taking. And she kept trying to like drag me back into the this room, but it's joking, messing around sort of thing. And so my mates just walked out and goes, "What the fuck was that? How come you're sexy in America?" And that was it for the rest of the day. Like, "At home, you're a short little fat fella. Here," and I'm like, "Sexual Tyrannosaur, guys." It's like, what are you gonna do? But yeah, it was a good evening. I got a free lap dance as well that evening. Good night.
I can't believe
Vegas was
strip club and
stupid though, man.
had talked shop about a psychology degree. That's just
5 p.m.
That's such an American story, I swear. Oh, God.
One evening, we did get so drunk that between us, we all lost either our American pants or our British pants. All of us. 2 people went home. One lad had got lucky and met this Texan girl, actually.
Hey.
And when he got home, he went, "Can't find my pants." And the other 2 of us appeared in the doorway because we all rented an RV. We appeared in the doorway of an RV in just our British pants with no American pants on. And the other 2 going, "What the fuck happened to you 2?" And that is honestly a story I cannot tell.
Oh, God.
I think they ended up in Canada.
Just in their pants in an RV. Was it the first episode of Breaking Bad by any chance?
It was, mate. Yes, it was. That's where we got. That's what inspired that true life story. So,
in the desert too? Las Vegas.
no, we were in California, so we were by the sea.
Same difference, almost.
I was about to say they're connected.
Yeah, we were just.
We have state taxes.
Kerry's the only one that picked up "I got a free lap dance." That is genuinely the coolest thing I've ever done. And Kerry's the only one that noted on it. "I got a free lap dance. I'm that hot. I got a free lap dance." Anyway.
Slow clap.
No, coolest thing I ever did was I once walked up. I was trying to get into a taxi and I was very drunk and I was like walking like this sort of thing. And I don't remember this at all. But this guy appeared and he was trying to get the taxi off me, so he started pushing me. And apparently he was like 6'1". So apparently, all my mates saw me just go, and this guy literally just went and hit the floor. I woke up the next morning and my hand was this big, and I had a tooth stuck in it. And I was just like, I chinned out a guy in a very manly, very sexy way. Can't remember it.
Well, shucks.
I know. That's the sort of thing you want on security camera, isn't it? Just like. And this guy from Britain did this thing, and look him spark this guy out. Oh, that was me. Nobody would believe me. I'm 5'7". I can't spark out anyone, so it was fucking genius. But what are you gonna do? Marry a girl from Smith Falls.
So what do you want to watch this week?
Yeah, what we're looking forward to. Star Trek Picard episode 2. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. and I am getting into the Stephen Lambert is a little bit behind, 24 ounce. Oh, it didn't go off. Where'd it go? That's not bad steak. I want a 24-ounce steak. Do you know how you have a steak sometimes so much and then you have meat sweats?
Yeah, that happened to me with the 36 ounce.
The meat sweat.
I had probably like half of it left.
Yeah,
the meat sweat started kicking in.
And they're like,
I made myself finish it, but
meat sweats.
It's the chips at the end as well. You can't do that.
So what have we learned this week?
Nothing.
Now, Quantumania.
We've learned the difference between pants and pants.
Mm-hmm.
We've learned
The
about
anatomy
steak.
of pig.
We've learned about
The anatomy of a
bacon.
pig. There you go.
Watch Star Trek, Picard. It's awesome. Don't watch Ant-Man. It's terrible. Go in with low expectations.
Yes.
Go in with Marvel expectations. I think that's what we need, and that is so sad. And
definitely watch The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. And there's
I'm going to be watching that this
Sci-fi.
week now that I've got Now TV.
Yeah.
New episode airs tonight or tomorrow morning for y'all.
Y'all.
Oh, that's right. Yes. I got to catch up tonight. Yesterday, because it was my first day off that I didn't sleep through in like forever, I watched all of the Lord of the Rings extended editions back to back. So that was, and I just on the couch, didn't move, barely. I'm amazed I had a heartbeat, but yeah, I watched that. and then the first Hobbit movie extended edition, and then I went to bed.
Did you turn it off when all the dwarfs started singing for like 3 weeks?
No, my God.
Blah, 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 blah. Mate, that is just crap.
That was a good song.
We learned about Jay's lap dance as well.
Great to dance to.
We also learned about Jay's lap dance. We did. Good lap dance. Good.
See, psychology can come in handy for somebody.
I was having a lap dance from a very attractive American lady, and I was so British about it. I was like, very lovely. So what did you do today? How are you thinking? You've got kids. That's lovely. And I'm so
when she was finished, did you go, jolly good show?
Jolly good show.
That was lovely. Thank you very much. It was lovely. No, there was I got a free lap dance because I paid for a lap dance because I thought I got you just this once. I'm never going to do this again. But then she was just like, there's this guy that wanted a lap dance, and she was like, just can we go back? I don't want to do. He comes in every week and he's horrible and I don't like him. He's all handsy and he's all, and I'm like, and I'm just like, I really cannot explain taking out, because I was actually married at the time. I really can't explain taking $200 out and this ATM. I really can't buy another lap dance. So she went, I'll give you a free one. So my mates thought I'd fucked off. They come back to me like, he's been gone like an hour. And then I just come back, sat down and went, free lap dance. And then that blonde girl comes sat on my lap. I'm so sexy. So, you see a little pudgy fat fella. American chicks. I don't know what they see, but it's not that. So, but anyway. So what we got coming out, Harris? To get away from my lap dance story, because I've gotten a little embarrassed, you might have noticed. What's the next cinema in? In
theaters at the moment, there's really not too much. Knock at the Cabin we were going to talk about just a little bit, which is also I think worth going to check out right now. Got a little M. Night Shyamalan to go watch.
I don't think there's enough Mama Mamas in that. I think it's Midnight Shyamalan.
There we go. I think I missed the Lama.
Yeah, you have to pronounce it correctly, mate, or it's racist. Yeah. So
it's incredibly difficult to pronounce. It took me years to even get that close, But you know what movie comes out this week? We've been talking about all the safe kind of substances that we could be using in a more fun recreational way so far this episode. But there is one substance that's not necessarily as safe and is probably a lot of fun.
You wouldn't know.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
I wouldn't know.
Cocaine Bear comes out this Thursday, and it looks fantastic.
Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear.
Honestly, mate, it's and have you seen like it's inspired by a
I've
true
seen
story?
the trailer for that.
Are we talking about Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey?
True story.
No. But Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey looks good as well. No, this is literally Cocaine Bear, sir. It is based on a true story that a guy, for some reason, dumped out a load of cocaine out of his plane as he was flying over the redwood forest.
I think the authorities.
Yeah. So, and then a bear got hold of one of the kilo packages of cocaine and ate it, and created a whole thing. Now, in
real life, the bear died.
In real life, the bear died very quickly and horribly. But somebody was inspired by that and has made a Cocaine Bear story, and it's a mix of comedy, mix horror, mix big, strung out bear. And I like the bit where like the ambulance is trying to run away, and it's like, what the hell is this bear on? Is this bear just like catches up? Like,
the best part of that whole trailer is that the kid and the one blonde dude in the tree, and the guy on the tree just has all the cocaine all over his jacket, and he's like, I don't know what we're gonna do. And the next scene it cuts to in the trailer is his leg on the ground just by itself, and the bear is doing a line off of the leg. It's the funniest thing I think I've ever seen.
Actually, like the two guys at the thing goes, "Oh, we're safe now. Bears can't climb trees." And I'm like, of course, bears can climb trees. And you just see the bear go.
That's when it sniffs the guy with the cocaine all over his jacket. I'm so excited for this movie.
It looks like a stupid film, but a gloriously stupid film.
Yes.
And they're already talking about a sequel, and I'm like, what?
Oh God, no. Well, hey,
it was a different animal, right? It's like Cocaine Shark or something.
Cocaine Shark. All right, it's the next
Cocaine
episode of
Bear, Meth
Sharknado,
Monkey.
like Sharknado 7 or something.
Meth Monkey.
They're all in Sharknado.
Shark on Coke. So there's another movie on at the theaters these days. It's honest to God, I've not seen it. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
It looks.
I almost went to see it 2 days ago, but my Regal thing that lets movies cost $1 wasn't working. They still wanted to charge $20, and I was like, I'm a member. I have this for a reason, so I haven't checked it out. But Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey looks hilarious.
It's just
I don't think it's supposed to be funny, mate. I think it's supposed to be like a Saw movie.
Have any of you guys ever? I don't know how much you guys are into animation or not, but have you ever heard of a Russian animated show called Cheburashka?
No.
I've actually got a Cheburashka stuffy. We won't go into that, but there is now a Cheburashka movie out that looks. I would like to go see with all of his little zoo friends. Cheburashka.
Okay.
Which is so in the original Soviet version, there was a lot of decadent animators back in the day because there was always some sort of pro-Western message at the end that somehow or another the Soviet censors never got a hold of. But if you ever get a chance to see the old animated version of Cheburashka, do yourself a favor, sit down and do watch it. It's very entertaining.
Is it like a little alligator?
Oh, he's got a friend, an alligator. Yeah, Cheburashka was this little unknown animal that arrived at the Moscow Zoo from a crate of bananas, I think it was, from Cuba. That's how he got to Russia. And no one knew what kind of animal he was, so he hid at the zoo with his alligator friend, Cheburashka.
I'm looking forward. I'm just looking at the comments. I'm looking forward to that 65. That's a sci-fi movie this year. I think will be, again, on the surface sounds stupid. Dinosaurs and ray guns, and I forgot who stars in it. Who stars in it? Harris, you'd remember.
Sorry, I looked at my phone for half a second. Remind me what 65. I literally just commented on it and was like, let me look at my phone. What's coming out this week?
That's what I was reading.
It's Adam Driver, and then I don't know the
Driver.
young girl with him in there. But she does look like she's good as well. But Adam frickin' Driver's excellent.
It does look like it's going to be a good sci-fi movie. I like the.
I can't wait. I love Adam Driver. He's a really good actor.
It sounds so stupid, but actually the adverts look great. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good film. So let's give that a go. I actually did look at doing a thing. I was going to look at Zombiever. So I just sort of commented. Once there was a film called Zombiever. There are so many
Zombie.
great B movies. We are going to do a video, maybe next week, maybe a week, I don't know, about just like the best B movies. And we've got to like modern B movies are so stupid. So we'll have to do that. We're like talking about our favorite B movies over the decades even. But what was I talking about? What was I
We
saying
have no
before?
idea.
Zombiever.
Something about Zombiever. Zombiever is great.
Brain
Too.
just went into think. There was a film a few years ago with thinking it was the zombie cheerleaders. That was good. It was just pretty ladies.
There's Tucker and Dale versus Evil, which is forever one of
It's one of the
the
greatest movies. Anything Alan Tudyk in is amazing.
Alan Tudyk's the best.
I love that when he sort of bends over and one of the teenagers just jumps into the wood chipper. He's there trying to pull him back. What are you doing? I just love that film. All that carnage is going on around him, and they've got no freaking clue what's happening.
It's so good. That and Zombiever are both perfect for a little greenery and experiencing.
Yeah.
There's no better B movie than Bubba Hotep with Bruce Campbell.
Hotep, yeah.
Bubba Hotep, swear to God. Yeah,
I watched it on YouTube after you said, because I thought that's not a thing. Stormy has been taking something that
I've been out in the desert too long. Yeah, no, Bubba Hotep. And Aussie Davis, one of his last performances. This was awesome.
It's a great film. I really enjoyed it. But it's the characters in it, isn't it? It's the acting that's just glorious.
I mean, you can't beat Bruce. You just can't beat Bruce Campbell.
No, 100%. Before we call it an evening, I will run the adverts for you, Matt, because they're always good, and then we will close out because we've just hit the 1 hour mark, gentlemen. You sexy
I can keep it for a while.
ridiculous crap, but we'll be back in 1 second.
9chevrons.com. 9chevrons.com is your dedicated source for Stargate news, which will aim to complement this YouTube channel with news that we have from our contacts at MGM and Amazon, breaking news about a new potential Stargate series, as well as providing reviews and any potential updates to news stories that we break. Check out some of the news articles that we have already at 9chevrons.com. SciTrek also has some amazing merch. Get yours today and show your support at sci-trek.com.
Those be the adverts. You can buy the hat as well. You can buy that hat. It's embroidered on. Really expensive though, so I wouldn't. Don't bother. Right, guys. So we have talked ridiculous nonsense for an hour. I have shamed myself.
Yes, you have.
A little bit. Stormy's normal.
We have given financial advice that you should not be taken.
Okay,
we have given advice on drugs that you definitely shouldn't be taking.
Shouldn't.
Where bacon comes from.
We don't know where bacon comes from. Yes.
Yeah.
Now we're at the large sow. I don't know if you've noticed. We've gone from small pig to medium pig, and now we're at the large sow.
Oh, okay.
We're learning.
Good. Good to know.
Dexter, that book. I mean, Jesus.
There needs to be. Wouldn't that be a cool show like Dexter, but with a hog slaughter?
Hey, I'm down.
And steals people's pigs, naughty pigs. He has to go and find.
It cracked me up back in high school. Whenever you're doing all your dissecting and stuff, we had to dissect rabbits and everything. And I was the first person. We had to skin them.
You dissected rabbits.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to America.
We did like frogs that were already like.
In high school in the U.S., the two things you're either going to dissect are a rabbit or a cat.
A fucking cat.
We wouldn't be allowed to do that.
Dude, no, dude.
The RSPCA nutters would be on you.
West Virginia, back in the day, we learned how to dress a deer.
Oh yeah. That's the reason I was doing so good whenever the rabbit came. Everybody needed my help.
What do you mean dress a deer? Like what like a tutu or
Field
something?
Remove the skin off a deer. Typically, you call it a field dressing because you don't want to haul the stomach and everything else back in the bone. So once you shoot the deer, then you skin it in the field. You may want to take the antlers as a trophy or whatever. Then you take off the meat, and then you put the meat in a bag and you bring the meat back, not necessarily the rest of the whole carcass. So you field dress the deer, and it's called dressing. At least this is called dressing in West Virginia, and no, they do not.
Field dressing, high and important.
Facts. West. Well, I mean, West Virginia is the only place I know of that you can actually take off from school to go hunting because it's sustenance hunting. At least in West Virginia, because of the poverty.
American pants or British pants?
The guinea pigs.
Is the question.
I used to skin rabbit. I remember my mom picking me up from my granddad's once, and she was like, "What have you been doing?" And I was just cacked in blood. And then I thought I might skin a rabbit, and I'd like skin like 20 rabbits and take out the guts and everything. And I was so pleased, but I was literally I looked like something from Dexter. It just looked like Saw movie. I'm just sort of like covered in blood and guts and like a bit of like a kidney from a rabbit on my fucking shoulder. It was like a proper horror movie.
It's like a necklace, you know?
Yeah. And killing chickens. Push and twist. Push and twist. And then let the chicken go and it'll be like, blah, blah, and then it'll die.
Today I learned that you're all murderers.
Oh,
We're making great progress for the vegetarian groups, right? For that as a cultural, and the vegans.
To be fair, we ate the rabbits, and it was either that or poison them because my dad lived on there's little farms. It was either that or poison them. So we murdered the rabbits with a brick. No, we didn't. And my granddad shot them, and we made rabbit stew. It was lovely. Rabbit stew's lovely. And then occasionally he would, with a catapult, go kill a load of pigeons.
So, are you saying that you ate a brace of conies with potatoes?
Lovely
potatoes,
mashed potatoes, and roast, because that's what we do in the middle of the country. Matthew,
I'm in the middle of the country. We don't.
You don't, though. You're a foreigner.
The only acceptable time to have roast and mash is if you're at Toby Carvery.
Davey B became a YouTube member. I think that's renewing YouTube member.
Every time that name, David B, pops up, every time, I automatically think that's David Blue. That is.
Yeah.
I know David it's not, but I think you're David Blue now, David.
Yeah. A little bit of Stargate news for you. You know, I heard recently
something sci-fi.
This is, I know we're going to talk about sci-fi, and this is for all of the live members. Nobody else. I'm not going to tell anybody else this. I have heard that the agent of David Blue has been approached about returning to Stargate.
Ooh.
So, and they again approached. So that's now Robert Carlyle and David Blue potentially have been approached about returning to Stargate. So they're doing Stargate Universe something.
I hope so. That was one of my favorites.
If Louis Ferreira's agent gets approached.
The comic book ending was not very satisfying. I mean, it was good. It was okay, but it was not satisfying. Poor fucking Eli. Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, I've lost 1% of love from Kerry. Is that because of the rabbits? My granddad made me do it.
It's the circle of life. Stargate.
I once shot a squirrel, and I couldn't figure out where I'd killed it. And then soon after a few minutes, I'd realised I'd shot it with the backside.
That's a pain in the ass, isn't it?
It was a pain in his ass. But I used to get paid because, again, it was a farm. I used to get paid to kill the vermin on the thing. Anyway, moving on.
People love squirrels. They're just furry rats. That's all they are.
But they spread disease and things on farms, so farms have to keep their noses down.
They're really destructive. Mm-hmm.
Rabbits, squirrels, and things like that. You're not allowed to kill badgers anymore, but they used to kill badgers as well.
Badger.
I love these badgers, though.
They spread TB like crazy.
Badgers.
I love a badger. A badger nearly killed me once. I came up over a hill and I just saw this badger going, and I swear to God the badger went fuck off, and so I did.
It's probably just acting.
Big nails, and they're like, okay, now they're mean. They're badgers in America, not a honey badger.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, they're mean. They're just muscle. They're just like fuck off.
Did any of you guys ever read Dean Koontz's Intensity?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Badger.
I was in a Dean Koontz a few years ago.
Badger.
A lot of these digital stuff I did as well. But anyway, I feel like our conversation's fizzling out slightly. So.
Oh, now it's fizzling out. Oh, sure, right, okay.
Should we have a topic next week?
We should. Please, God, give us a topic next week.
I think, guys, let's do our favorite B movies.
Okay.
Right? We're going to have to decide what a B movie is.
B movies or B sci-fi?
Well, be sci-fi movies,
Okay.
but we'll give you a little bit of leeway when it comes to the sci-fi.
There
bit.
never really is a B movie drama.
Not really. They're normally
Oh,
monsters.
Oh, well,
aliens.
apparently Harris has a suggestion for a drama.
One of the most famous B movies ever is a B movie drama. It was not meant to be a B movie though. It just happened to be Tommy Wiseau's The Room.
Oh,
and
Jesus!
I don't even know if that counts as a B movie. That might be a C or
Dude,
a
that
D.
doesn't even count as a movie. That I don't even know how you mix Wazoo with like anything cinematic. Oh my God!
It's a project. Well, okay. Did
you
you see
sit through that?
the what?
Did you sit through that whole thing?
I have before. But did you see The Disaster Artist? The Disaster Artist is actually good. That's great. About the making of everything. But The Room itself is funky. I watched it because I've seen Tommy Wiseau at like 4 different places. He's at every Comic-Con just trying to get cash from people for signing autographs. It's
Shelley's misunderstood what a B movie is. So let's explain it. Right? But we have to set up some rules for this.
B
Okay?
movie.
So it's a B movie. It does not have to have any B's in it. Even though there is a Michael Caine movie that's a B movie that's freaking amazing that does have B's in it. Killer Bees. So you could have that. So a B movie, no cinematic release. We agreed on that? Cannot have a cinematic release?
It can have a cinematic release. It can have a cinematic release.
Yeah.
Unless it's a 50s and 60s movie, I think.
Well, it's okay. So when I was making
so-
movies, I mean, we'd have like a week cinematic release just for awards crap and festival shit, and then it's direct to DVD. We'd have like the premiere.
Okay.
Usually,
No, yeah, I knew they do that. Netflix does that with some films, doesn't it? Now it'll do a minimal release so that it can actually get awards. And okay, so no
So
general cinematic release.
So
Right.
if it's not cinematic release, does that make the previous 2 Stargate films B movies?
Yeah.
Well, those are B movies just because the original Stargate
They're TV
could
movies.
technically even be a B movie if you want to categorize it, because it's not highbrow sci-fi per se. It's not. It has a great cast and it is cool concepts, but it's not your highbrow sci-fi. It's a fun B movie.
Okay,
It's
that's
great.
going to be my next point. Does it have to be ridiculous to be a proper B movie?
No, not necessarily, huh?
So we're not just
So, like,
thinking Sharknado.
Scary movie, epic movie, all those like
They're
piss
comedies.
take films. Are they B movies?
No, they're parodies.
Yes.
Yes.
So can't be a parody. Shouldn't be a comedy, out and out comedy. Yeah, I'm spitting out here. I'm trying to figure out the rules for what this is. So disagree with me. But no parodies, no out and out comedies. But a lot of B movies are funny, but generally not intentionally.
Yeah.
I would argue it should be ridiculous, but I do get your point about that. I think like a B movie is like in cars a Lamborghini. A Lamborghini is a B movie. It's ridiculous. It's overpowered. It looks stupid, and it barely works. A Lamborghini until Audi bought them and made them work, which just ruined them. But
That took me a second. I thought you were talking about the movie Cars. I was like, is there a Lamborghini in there? But no.
probably. But okay, so we're going to do. That's what we're going to do next week. Then we're going to do Chinese Wandering Earth. That was stupid. Yeah, I think that's a B movie. It wasn't meant to be because they meant it. They made it very seriously, but God, it was stupid.
I have some breaking news here from Variety. If you guys want to hear it.
Bum. All right.
Avatar: The Way of Water overtakes Titanic as 3rd highest grossing movie of all time from this weekend.
How much?
James Cameron's blockbuster epic Titanic has relinquished its spot as the 3rd highest grossing movie in history to another James Cameron blockbuster epic, Avatar: The Way of Water. The sci-fi sequel has generated $2.2433 billion globally, enough to overtake Titanic with $2.2428 billion.
So still lost $600 million then. So
Not $3 billion.
no, but it lost $600 million.
But again, he's got all the cash he wants.
Still a massive failure. Then is what we're saying.
Right, it's a massive failure.
Yeah. based on what he said that it had to make. Huge failure. Right. Okay. No. I just wanted to be clear. Lost $600 million. Oh my God! Even John Carter didn't lose $600 million. But no. If you haven't,
You're just trying to get more clicks, man. We all know the secret. We all
right. I am going to go have my tea.
Go have your tea.
And who needs a wee? Everybody.
I was about to say, which tea are you talking about?
I don't need a wee. I'm good. I've stopped drinking Coke. I think Coke goes through me. So just on a squash, and I don't need a wee. Happy days.
Now he's on hard vodka.
What kind of Coke are you talking about?
That sort of Coke.
Ah.
I am a bear.
But
guys, it has been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for joining. Stormy Bear, it has been a genuine privilege to have you back.
Thank you so much. I missed you guys. Really have.
And so it's been absolutely amazing. Thank you. Matt, you didn't say much, which is good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Really pushed the show forward.
Yeah. You sorted out your Now TV subscription during the video.
I did. And I'm going to whack it on my TV when I go downstairs in a minute.
Oh, Now TV. You're going to whack Now TV on the... Okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
that was something completely different then, isn't it? That's weirder. What has Harris got? What you got, Harris?
Well, I have to dress up for Cocaine Bear. So I have to wear my...
Mr. Yag.
No, it says Mr. Yayo, but the O is going off. Oh, no, it fell off. No. No.
It says Mr. Vag to me.
It says Mr. Yag now, not Mr. Yayo. It was a funny cocaine reference. It has Coca-Cola all on the side, though. But
Another fail from Harris, and he wonders why he's not in the big movies.
Yeah, Mr. Vag.
Yes.
Well done, sir. Guys, thank you so much, and thank you, Harris, once again, and for sporting the Sleeping Giant of Sci-Fi t-shirt, which you can get, and a mug and all sorts at sci-trek.com. So, there's a link in the description, people. Go and spend money, because I need some. I actually do have a genuine announcement to make, actually.
Oh, my God, it's a genuine announcement.
Personally, very exciting for me, anyway. I am going down to 4 days a week at work, so that I can do 1 day a week, specially just to do YouTube videos. So if the quality doesn't go up in the next couple of months, you can genuinely tell it's just me being lazy. Because now I do
we'll know the secret. Yeah.
You just tell that, actually, this is the best he can do. I haven't got the argument of I haven't got time anymore. So that's me, 4 days a week. Thanks to you amazing Sky Trekkers that I can actually afford to do it. So thank you so much. It's absolutely brilliant. So we will see you next week. We will be talking B movies. Pick our top 5 B movies. That's going to be the rule. So 5 B movies you're going to come with. Good luck. Thank you so much, everybody. Say bye-bye.
Goodbye. Hey, I got you guys talking for an extra 18 minutes.
Every fucking